What is up, and I welcome each and every one of you back to a brand new video. We are back at it with another new Frontier Pass update, this time coming in the month of March. Before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always, and yeah, let's get into it. So the new update comes with a new civilization, and it was already sort of released on Steam a few days ago, but it is Portugal. It is Portugal pretty much, there was no mistake. Portugal is the new civ, and it focuses on navy, trade, and exploration. So, what I think is going to happen is they are going to get sort of like scout bonuses for, I think they're going to get bonuses for discovering new continents. Whether it's money, whether it's experience for their units. I really think that with naval units especially, Portugal is going to be a sort of beefed up version of England, right? They're going to probably have a better unique harbor district. They're probably going to have better naval units. They're probably going to have better international trade routes, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, I feel like Portugal is just going to be a very strong civ, obviously, because it is part of the new Frontier Pass. But yeah, it's going to focus heavily on navy, trade, exploration. And from the video, it does seem like you will get experience from exploring new continents, international trade routes, and possibly even settling cities on a different continent. Now, for the new game mode, it is a zombies type game mode. Again, that was another Steve achievement released a few days ago. Pretty much what it is, it's zombies, essentially. When a unit dies with this game mode active, it has a set chance of turning into a zombie unit. Now, these zombies will just attack anything in sight. In traditional zombie fashion, they will attack you, they will spawn. You're going to be able to build traps and barricades to stop these zombies, and any unit that is killed by a zombie turns into a zombie themselves. There is a city project you can complete that you can use to take control of the zombies for a certain amount of time. Use them to beef up your military, or you can just move all the zombies to another civilization, even one you're not at war with, and just will turn back into barbarians and they'll wreak havoc on the civ you are aiming for. Now it's kind of a fun game mode. Like, it's not really, it's kind of like the Heroes and Legends game mode, nothing too historical or civilization-y, I guess you could say. But this does open up plenty of strategies, though. Namely, if there's a runaway civ going, like, halfway across the continent and you can't get to them, like, let's say Hungary's going off again or something, or Alexander's conquered, like, 3 different civs, you could do the city project, get, like, 7, 8 zombie units, send them all over to Alexander, just get open borders from him, and let them loose. They'll turn back into barbarians, pillage everything, kill all his units, and just wreak havoc on his cities. Now, there is a new marsh map script. I think it's just pretty much like more marsh tiles, essentially, right? Like, it's going to be a map type, like kind of like I don't know, I don't really play on different map types, but yeah, marsh tiles are now going to be in demand in case you want to play a little Vietnam or maybe even the Dutch. You know, marsh tiles could be extremely helpful there. 2 New World Wonders, by the way, the Ziggurat and the Torre de Belém. Ziggurat is a Babylonian wonder, and Torre de Belém is a Portuguese wonder, although you can obviously build these wonders in any civilization. The Ziggurat will give you science and production on the floodplains tiles in your city that you built it in. Also science and marsh tiles throughout your entire empire. So what that means is Ziggurat is going to be an extremely important wonder, namely because it is going to, in all likelihood, come from either the ancient or classical era. It's going to be difficult to get this wonder on deity, but if you are able to, you are going to gain so much science that this might be one of the few wonders that might be worth getting. Unless, obviously, it turns out to be something like like the Great Bath, something the AI will just immediately rush every game. This might definitely be a sort of really science wonder. We don't have too many good science wonders. There's a Scott Upnison research station, but the requirements in that, you have to have a snow city that somehow has the production to produce a modern era wonder. And the science at that point is kind of negligible, because at that point you're pretty much production is the limiting factor instead of science. So having a nice early game science wonder might be key, especially in multiplayer games. Whoever gets the Ziggurat in a multiplayer game will be extremely far ahead, especially if it's Korea or something. This could be an S tier wonder for sure. The other wonder is the Torre de Belém. It gives you gold, Great Admiral points, and it also gives you gold for each luxury resource at a destination trade route, for only international trade routes, by the way, which is a nice amount of money. It does also tie into Portugal's sort of navy trade type of playstyle with gold and Great Admiral points, and it also gives you a free building for every city on other continents aside from the city that built this. So this could be big. You could get like a really strong city on another continent, build the Tour de Belém, and then you get free buildings in every single one of your cities, which total could be upwards of a few, maybe even 1,000 production at this point. So this could definitely be another really strong wonder. Again, we don't know when it's coming out. I think it would be Renaissance era. Renaissance or early industrial era, it would seem like. And now let's talk about Portugal. I think they are going to be mainly focused towards the early Renaissance to the late Renaissance era, mainly because usually the Navy and Portugal's really a type of civ. It's going to have like frigates, I guess you could say, and privateers and all that stuff that usually comes in the Renaissance era. And I think their unique unit is going to come during that time period. And I think their unique ability is going to have to do with trade for sure. It's going to give you like more gold for trade routes or stuff like that. Exploration. I feel like that's going to be the civilization ability. They're going to put a Renaissance era leader. I know the leader. I think it's like Leos II or something. He does sound like a Renaissance man. So it's going to be a Renaissance leader. And I think he's the guy who is going to give you like probably more experience for discovering new continents, I would assume, and more combat strength when fighting on different continents, sort of like England. Again, I think Portugal's just going to be like a buffed up version of England pretty much. And finally, I think their unique tile improvements slash district slash thing, I think, hear me out on this, they're going to have a unique trade route. I'm going to call it, they're going to have a unique trade route that is going to do something funky or something. I don't know exactly, but that's just me throwing ideas out of what Portugal might be. In the next few days, obviously, maybe even tomorrow, they will release Portugal, the first look on that. I will cover it almost immediately, as I tend to do with the New Frontier Pass new content. That's going to do it for today. That is your New Frontier Patch March rundown. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Have I told you guys to subscribe already? Because that is something you should definitely consider. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Also, we have a new series coming out today that I think you guys will enjoy tremendously. It was a fun series to record. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.